Shocking as it may seem, Cameron Diaz hasn't starred in a major motion picture release since Annie all the way back in 2014. How is it possible that the star of such hits as My Best Friend's Wedding and Charlie's Angels virtually disappeared from the big screen? Here are a few theories. Critical poison. While Diaz isn't known for picking the best scripts, it's still rather shocking to see just how badly her recent movies have been reviewed. Case in point, none of her movies has received a fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes since 2005's In Her Shoes. Diaz's recent flicks have been especially painful, with some of her worst reviews of her entire career coming the last 2 years she was active as an actress. Critics said she, quote, struggles to be one-dimensional in 2012's Gambit and overacts to the point of hysteria in 2014's Annie.
You guys act well cared for.
We love you, Miss Hannigan!
Take it down 1,000. Nobody's gonna believe that.
And that's just a small sample of the shade being thrown her way at this point in her career. Box office wildcard. To her credit, Diaz can still turn a mediocre movie into a box office hit when it counts. Despite middling reviews, 2011's Bad Teacher surpassed the $100 million mark and made nearly an additional $116 million overseas. She found similar success in 2014 with The Other Woman, which grossed over $83 million domestically and almost $200 million worldwide. But for every hit she's also had a flop. The same year The Other Woman came out, Diaz starred in the underwhelming Sex Tape, which was ripped to shreds by critics and brought in disappointing returns at the box office. Even the remake of beloved movie musical Annie failed to catch on with audiences in 2014, earning just $85 million domestically off a staggering $65 million budget. Squandered potential. 20 years ago, Diaz was positioning herself to become one of Hollywood's great comedic actresses. In 1997, she added depth, layer, and humor to what might have otherwise been a stock character in My Best Friend's Wedding, and critics took notice.
Don't know just what to do with myself.
More praise continued the following year when her instantly iconic performance in There's Something About Mary earned her the coveted Best Actress award from the New York Film Critics Circle. She even flirted with Oscar buzz at the turn of the millennium, first in 1999 with Being John Malkovich, then again in 2001 opposite Tom Cruise in Vanilla Sky.
Okay, we're gonna be together again. You're gonna forget about Juliana, and we're gonna be together. I'm not gonna be afraid of you anymore.
And in 2002, her performance in Gangs of New York even nabbed her a Golden Globe nomination. But she followed that up with Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle, and she's been getting mixed or negative reviews ever since. Side hustle. Diaz's absence from the big screen may have been deliberate. In fact, over the last few years, she's been busy carving out a career for herself as a lifestyle author. In 2013, she co-wrote The Body Book, Feed, Move, Understand, and Love Your Amazing Body, which quickly became a wildly popular bestseller. On the heels of The Body Book's success, she released The Longevity Book, which is about women and aging. In an interview with the LA Review of Books, Diaz briefly discussed how being a woman in her mid-40s can be difficult in Hollywood.
You can't play 25 anymore. You can't play 70. And to start considering yourself in the position where you have to go, I'll play the mom. We're all still stuck. We're stuck in the past or we're projecting into the future. We all have to accept where we're at.
Self-imposed exile? While participating in a panel discussion at Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop Wellness Summit in June of 2017, Diaz admitted that the rigors of a jet-setting entertainment career have worn her down over the years. She told the panel that she had a realization that, quote, I can't really say who I am to myself, and that she needed to take a break to make herself whole. That break coincided with her marriage to rocker Benji Madden, her husband and self-professed luckiest guy alive since January 2015. Diaz can certainly afford to take all the time off she wants. She has found more success in Hollywood than most actors will see in their lifetimes. In 2013, she was named the highest-paid actress over 40 in Hollywood, and her films have earned more than $7 billion worldwide. The wildly popular animated Shrek franchise, in which Diaz voiced the role of Princess Fiona, grossed well over $1 billion in the United States alone. Turning it around. Because she won the hearts of audiences and critics early on in her career, Diaz will always have a place in Hollywood. And assuming she really wants to make acting the focus of her career, finding her footing again shouldn't prove to be very difficult. Choosing better scripts seems like the easiest and most obvious route to take. Scripts that have roles that will challenge Diaz as an actress rather than keep her on autopilot. Working with better directors might help too, like Spike Jonze, whose collaboration helped her earn critical acclaim for her work in Being John Malkovich. Finding the right role in the right script that gets put in the hands of the right director could remind everyone that Cameron Diaz is a terrific actress, but she should probably leave the singing to the professionals.
I should be anywhere but here.
Thanks for watching. Click the Nicki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.